The hour's drive from Split Airport to Makarska follows the spectacular Dalmatian coastline of Croatia. The four-star Hotel Osijava on the edge of the harbour has a reception designed to look like an old Croatian village, complete with washing on the line. Murals on the stairwells, corridors and bedrooms continue the theme. This was our base for the exploration of this beautiful area. Makarska is a tourist centre located on two horseshoe-shaped bays lying between the Biokovo Mountains and the Adriatic Sea. The hotel stands at the end of the harbour at the southern end of the town. A palm-lined promenade goes right round the harbour, so we set off to find out where everything is. All along the promenade are little kiosks and desks where you can book boat trips and other water-based activities. Throughout the day, boats of all shapes and sizes, including small coastal cruise boats, sail in and out of the harbour. This statue celebrates 100 years of tourism in Makarska. Every morning, fishing boats arrive to land their catch. Most of this goes off to market, but some is sold straight from the quayside. Scraps of fish that fall into the water are quickly eaten. At the far end of the harbour are moorings for smaller boats, behind which is a rocky peninsula, nicknamed the Peninsula of Love, because of all the love locks that people have attached to the chain fence to symbolise their love. On a rock overlooking the harbour is a statue of St. Peter holding the keys to heaven. A path runs round the edge of the peninsula, overlooking the sea a few hundred feet below. There's a viewing tower, and just inland of this is the 15th century St. Peter's Church, built on foundations from the 6th century. From the middle of the peninsula, a flight of steps leads down to a market. The peninsula divides the bay into two, and the northern side is the holiday resort area used by sunbathers, swimmers and water sports enthusiasts. It's also the base for a couple of parasending outfits. After a stop for a quick drink, we went into the old town, which is behind the harbour. It's full of narrow, stone-paved streets lined with cafes. A lot of the old houses have outside balconies.
Yeah, it's me.
The streets open out into the main square, at the top of which is the 17th century Catholic St Mark's Church. On the side you can see where alterations have been made over the centuries. Just to the side of this is the fruit and vegetable market. Nearby is the 16th century Franciscan monastery of the Virgin Mary, with its beautiful 18th century Baroque altar. Back at the hotel end of the harbour is a small beach, and behind this is the Osijava Forest Park. Climbing up, there are lovely views back over the harbour and St Peter's Peninsula. A circular walk starts by going along the edge of the pine forest overlooking the sea and backed by high rocks. Eventually the path doubles back and climbs to the top of the rocks to return to the harbour. By early evening, all the cruise boats are coming into harbour for the night, right outside our hotel. As the sun set, there was a reenactment of the battle between Croatian pirates and the Venetian fleet in the year 887.